And I grew up just across the Plymouth Avenue Bridge from North Minneapolis and from the 4th Precinct. And so I'm no stranger to the undercover racism that is boiling under the surface in this city. But I've never seen anything like what I've seen in the last 3 weeks. And we should be ashamed as a city. We should be ashamed as a community to see the kind of violence that was inflicted upon peaceful protesters at the 4th Precinct who were rallying because a man was shot in the head. And according to everyone who we're talking to, he was handcuffed. And instead of the response being outcry from the elected representatives from this council, some of whom were there, and I would like to thank Representative Gordon, Cano, Representative Johnson, Andrew Johnson, and Lisa Bender for the time that you spent with us at the precinct. But the priorities of most of this council have not been to stand against white supremacists who shot 5 protesters, has not been to stand against a Herc incinerator that's dumping thousands of tons of toxins on North Minneapolis. But the priority's been to go after peaceful protesters and get them out of there, to shut them up, to make them be quiet about the atrocities that are happening every day in our communities. And we need to put an end to that right now. We need new priorities. If we can make $600,000 appear out of a hat to reinforce a military fortress in an already militarized North Minneapolis, where's that money when we need it for equity? Why a year ago were hundreds of us demanding and fighting over chump change with the latte levy for $150,000 or $175,000 for equity initiatives? Don't tell us you don't have the money. It's clear that there's an issue around priorities here. And it's not just Barb and it's not just Blong, but it's the rest of the council who's remaining silent and voting along with them. I'm looking at Quincy, I'm looking at Reich, I'm looking at Fry, I'm looking at Goodman, I'm looking at Warsami, Palmisano, Hodges. And I'll just close by saying this council has espoused a lot of equity rhetoric, and I hope we don't have to wait until 2017 to see some equity action.